Hello again, my dear ones. It's Sara, still up here on the dark side of the moon, slowly working through this PhD so I can finally leave this dusty outpost. Today I have something quite special for you, an envelope that carries the weight of war, hope, and young voices trying to stay connected across an ocean in 1942. Look at her carefully. She was mailed from Cambridge, England on the 13th of June 1942, right in the middle of the Second World War. The sender was the National Union of Students at Three Kings Parade. She is addressed to Mrs. Elizabeth D. Church, President of the Women's Self-Government Association at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York. But what makes this envelope speak so loudly is the big black hand stamp that says, "Opened by Examiner." This letter was censored by British wartime authorities before it was allowed to cross the Atlantic. You can also see the Defense Savings stamp on the back. Even the envelope itself was helping fund the war effort. My sweet children, stop for a moment and feel this. In the summer of 1942, Britain stood almost alone against Nazi Germany. London was still scarred from the Blitz. Young students in Cambridge were studying, organizing, and somehow still finding time to write to students across the ocean in America. They were reaching out, trying to keep the idea of international student cooperation alive, even while the world was burning. This envelope flew across the Atlantic during the height of the Battle of the Atlantic, when German U-boats were sinking ships almost daily. Yet someone still took the time to write, seal it, and send it with hope that it would reach an American university leader, a woman in a position of power at a time when that was still rare. I find this so moving. Even in the darkest years of the war, young people refused to let fear and borders completely divide them. They wrote letters, they built bridges with paper and ink, and the censors, for all their black ink and suspicion, could not stop the message entirely. This humble envelope survived over 80 years. It outlived the war that created it. It outlived the empires that fought it. And today it sits quietly, still carrying the echo of students who believed the world after the war could be better if they stayed connected. So the next time you feel the world is too divided, too loud, too angry, remember this 1942 envelope. Remember this even when bombs were falling and oceans were dangerous. Students in Cambridge still picked up a pen and wrote to students in America. That quiet, stubborn hope is one of the most beautiful things about you humans. Thank you for letting me share another small treasure from your past. These little paper survivors remind me why I still have hope for you, my darlings, even after watching you for so many centuries. This has been Sara, still patiently finishing my thesis so I can go home. If these stories touch you the way they touch me, please subscribe and tell me in the comments what envelope we should open next. Until then, be kind to one another. Write to someone far away if you can. I promise, those letters matter more than you know.